congratulations are in order. Let's say hello to our guests today. They call themselves Ascendance, which is a social enterprise and also a youth movement. So we have with us today very, very important people. We have the Chief Executive Officer of Ascendance, who is Madura, and we also have Harsha, who is the Chief Marketing Officer, and we have Sanand, the Chief Content Officer, and also Hira, who is the Chief Operating Officer. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem. Yeah,
Very honored.
yeah, I know, very, very honored. Oh, what winners? That's wow.
You know, what were you doing at 17? Taking my spin.
Yeah,
Alright,
and my space. Yeah, so first of all, I really would like to know, because I'm a bit unfamiliar with the term social enterprise. Can you enlighten me about what is exactly social enterprise?
I think social enterprise is actually a bit more different from NGO or whatnot. We are still in terms of a profit-based company, but what we are trying to do is that our work is driven by the social impact that we are creating. So for us, it is creating impact among youngsters, developing them and making them successful individuals in the country, and whatever profits we make goes back to contributing to this cause as well. So that is what basically social enterprise means.
All right. Okay.
It's a fine line, isn't it? Because I guess as social enterprises, you guys have to think about your social impacts,
Yep.
but at the same time, you guys have to look at your finances as well.
Yes.
So how are you guys managing that at being such a young age? Should we mention that they're all very, very young? The oldest out of the four is 22. So,
Exactly.
yes, yeah, youthful energy is infectious. We feel young also. So yeah.
First you panic. You take it.
I think in terms of learning about finance and all of that, we have been lucky because we have been guided by quite a lot of mentors. We come from a business incubator platform called ETIS. So they actually showed us at a very young age. We started this 4 years ago, so they actually guided us to get into these roles. We were not I wasn't a CEO when I walked in. I was a shy kid who didn't want to talk to anybody. So, but they showed us and slowly taught us the different aspects of business, and then we learned it. And I think we are constantly learning. We don't think that we know everything yet, but we are constantly learning and improving ourselves.
And outside of Ascendance itself, we have our own careers. So Madhura, for example, is the junior partner in an accounting company called Simply Empowering. Hira is actually an international singer-songwriter. Sanad's a filmmaker. I run my own company, startmyname.com. So it's also learning from the things that we've done out there and applying it back into Ascendance, and learning from what we do in Ascendance and applying it back out there as well.
All right. So we want to know for Ascendance, right? What is your main goal when you guys come and approach your youth, and who are your target market?
All right.
You
Me?
You take it. You're marketing.
Yeah. So our target market is actually youths who are aged about 10 to 17, so around our age as well. And our main goal is to make sure that every single youngster out there has the opportunity to discover what they love doing, learn about themselves and the world around them, and see how they can start achieving holistic success while they're still in school. So being happy, healthy, doing well in their education, but also having a sustainable career for themselves where they can earn, they can give back to the community, while at the same time being individuals who learn about who they really are.
Wow.
A lot to take in, yes.
No, exactly. But I think that's one of the things that you question yourself whenever you're growing up. Even as adults, who are we? What's our purpose in life? What do we want to do when we grow up? So what has been the response so far for you guys? Coming into it, it's probably easier, right? Because you guys are Generation Z. Generation Z talking Generation Z. It's a lot easier for you guys to approach these youngsters and figure out what they want from their life as well. Is it, or do you guys also face any difficulties? They might be a little bit shy, a lot brutal.
I think one of the cool things is because, yeah, you're right, peer-to-peer really works. Initially, prior to meeting the kids, if any school tells them you're going to go for a program or seminar, they're like, oh my god, no, I don't want to go for another one. But then the moment they meet us, they really fall in love, they start working on themselves, and they're excited and energetic because they're connected reflecting on the fact that we're all human, we're all youngsters who actually we're shy, we're scared, we don't know what to do, but we accept that and okay, moving forward, how are we going to work on it, how are we going to discover our passion, how are we going to discover what we love to do. So it's really getting youngsters to be driven. The moment that you're alright with yourself, then whatever scenario, whether you're an entrepreneur, employee, you'll be able to give your best, you'll be able to contribute to society. We're getting the human factor out of kids because we're actually super insecure. We just seem really cool and everything like that, but we all just need guidance.
Right. That's interesting. I really want to learn about your approach here. I mean, because I remember when I was in school, when I finished high school, I didn't really know what to do. Maybe because I'm lazy, but also at the same time, the other factor would be because I was uninformed.
Yes.
If you guys were to meet the 17-year-old Nabil Zakaria in school, confused about what lies ahead in 10 years, what exactly would you say or do with him? What would be your approach?
I think first of all, we tell them it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, because a lot of times there's so much pressure sometimes, where you're like, oh my god, I'm 17, I'm done with SPM, what am I going to do now? So before you can start thinking, you immediately just go and do whatever everybody else is doing, just for the sake of doing it, But no amount of care is being given to what do you actually want to do. So when we work with kids, what we do is that in the beginning, we have our year-long programs that we do in schools and so on. And the first thing that we always talk about is personal development, understanding the different aspects of yourself, understanding the fact that, oh wait, I haven't thought about these things at all. But that comes because we have a lot of conversations with them. We talk to them a lot about how their minds work, how their thoughts are like, how important is it for us to manage ourselves and so on. So the entire first phase of it is just getting kids to be a bit more comfortable with themselves. And after that, we look into what are the things that they are passionate about. So a lot of times kids come and tell us, I'm passionate about this thing, I want to do this thing. But most of the time, we have a certain perception towards careers, Like for example, a lot of kids come and tell us things like, after we're done with school, we're going to do YouTube. It's the most in thing at that time, And it's a pretty easy thing. We just make videos, make money out of it and stuff like that. But we're like, do you actually know what it's like? So usually in schools we have field trips and stuff like that. So you go to a bread factory, you're like, oh, this is how bread is being made. You just look at it, and then you come back. Because you never do anything else at all. So okay, if we're going to do this kind of field trips, might as well we don't do the field trips. So when we bring kids out to experience different industries, the second phase we call it experiential learning, where we bring them out to different industries, let them try out how the industry is like. So if they like doing YouTube and all these kind of things, let's go to a production studio. We'll give you the camera, the mics, everything. You try it out, directing, acting, scripting, the whole part of it. And when you put kids in that scenario, it's completely different now. It's no longer that, hey, it's a very glamorous job kind of thing, It's more of, oh my god, there's so many things we need to do. Our 1 hour lunch break is now like 10 minutes already.
Yeah.
So things like leadership, communication skills and all this kind of thing is actually being put into the test there. And a lot of times when we bring kids to these different places, we brought them to like swimming schools, we brought them to like animation studios, investment, sports, all these kind of things. And they'll come and tell us things like, no, we are not going to do this job. We're like, good, at least you know now you don't want to do this job. But there's always this 1 or 2 kids in each session who's like, maybe I like this, maybe I want to try it out. So that's how you figure out, oh wait, okay, this is what this kid is passionate about. And that's step 1, in figuring out what you're passionate about. But we don't want to just leave it there. We're like, hey, okay, now you discovered it, okay, just take care of your life by yourself. We're like, if you want to work with the young, you actually work with the young. So we provide them with certain opportunities for them to work on the ideas that they have. If you are interested in art, go out there and try out the things that you want to do. And one idea usually will lead into another thing, and so on. And eventually they develop their own social impact projects, which in return creates a career for them. But at the same time, they look at how can I use my talents to give back to society. And talents not exactly means you don't have to be like an amazing singer or like you have to be this maths genius and all this kind of thing. Sometimes your talent is just you are just very organized at things. But it's because we don't provide them an opportunity for them to be organized in something, they never figure out this is their talent. So that's how we work with kids, figuring out what they want to do. Put them in a place where they are comfortable, where they can try out things and develop it slowly.
And after that, we actually incubate what they are passionate about so that they can either have a career in something or have their own social enterprise.
Right.
So we've actually developed 6 fully fledged social enterprises to date, some of them run by youngsters who are as young as 8 years old.
That's a very young age.
Exactly. But I actually wish that you guys were, in my school, because that's honestly how I stumbled upon, hosting was because I was trying out, trying out everything, and then I realized like I remember somebody telling me I talk a lot, so why not become a host? Yeah, I like to do research, so why not become a host? So you guys also have a program called AC Easy, which was appointed by the Ministry of Education recently, and they wanted you guys to introduce this program to schools, right?
Yeah.
What is the program all about?
I think ACEZ is actually one of our long-term programs that we do in school. So we start with them at the beginning of the schooling year all the way up to the end of the schooling year. What we are trying to do there is basically, as Sanya explained, we are getting the personal development sorted out and then eventually exposing them to different fields. I think the classes that we deal with in ACDC is usually the middle to last class students. So they are actually like done with school and they don't actually want to take it seriously and all of that. So what we are trying to do is see how can we create interest in certain fields that they like business or journalism or anything, and then use that to bring back interest into education. So basically, AC it easy in the sense that you have that interest, you will be doing much better in your education. So we had kids like who don't speak in BM, they don't speak in English, but because they had to go and interview a teacher on their life history and all of that, they had to learn how to do this. They had to learn how to write a official letter to the principal. So this is how we rekindle back the interest in education and kind of guide these youngsters to become much better citizens.
I think in short, we are engaging the disengaged generation. Why we started this is because we felt like we were given the opportunity. It's not like we were bright kids from the beginning, always knew what we wanted to do, but it's because somebody engaged us that, hey, you can do this, or this is possible, you can be whoever you want to be. So then something clicked in us and we are who we are today. And we realized it's not just the bright students, it's every student has their own set of problems. They just all need to be engaged to be driven people. So like how Ascendance started out was just accidental. Like our mentor, Ilango, Tiago just said, hey, you want to form a group? People like, we're born, why not? Looking here and that. So if you could do it for 4 ordinary people who had like not very high ambitions, you can do it for any kid, and that's why we do what we do. Because we feel every kid has the opportunity to give their best. They just don't know, they never thought about it. They're just busy in their own world, like, oh.
Yeah, I think that's very, very promising and very encouraging as well. I don't know about you, but whenever I think about having a kid in this generation, I am a little bit afraid, because everything now is all about social media.
Yes.
It's no longer. I don't know if they have the same passion to be the best, but thank you for giving me that. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Diana Award. Congratulations again for winning the Diana Award. How did you guys find out, and the initial reaction?
Okay. We actually didn't really know. So to win the Diana Award, you cannot apply for it. Someone has to nominate you for it.
Yeah.
So we later found out that one of our corporate partners actually nominated us for this. So that itself was a huge thing, because the idea of Ascendance is we get every segment of society involved in building the future. And to see that someone out there in the private sector, a company, was like, okay, these kids are doing a good job, let's nominate them for that. That made us go like, wow, thank you. And to actually, when we got the email saying you won the Diana Award, congratulations, we were so mind blown, because many times a lot of youngsters out there, not just us, do amazing things. But it's at times when they feel like they're not recognized, when they feel like nobody supports them, that they lose faith and stuff like that. So for us to win this award not only renewed our faith in ourselves, but we were able to use this to show other youngsters out there that people believe in you, people trust you, and it's not just us, but it's the country, it's Malaysia, it's the world. And if you just keep doing what you're doing, you will get the recognition you need. So we've been very, very grateful to everyone who supported us into winning the award, for giving us the award, and everyone after that who's been helping us spread this message to more youngsters.
That's true.
Yeah, congratulations are in order from everyone here at FreshBrew. I think that was a marvelous job, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. Basically, I want to know, where do you see Ascendance in 5 years?
Yep, 5 years.
Okay, I think when we talk about what's going to happen in the next 5 years, it's very uncertain, because world problems are just on the rise again and again. Climate change is happening. So many new things are coming up. We have AI coming in. Many jobs are now going to be obsolete. So preparing youngsters for what's about to come, that's our job right now. But in 5 years, what we hope to see is that if we can build this platform right and set a stage for whichever youngster out there who has solutions to these kind of problems, we will be ready to work on their ideas. And these are the ideas that would eventually help save humanity or help save the planet and so on. And that's what we wanted to do in a way, create a nice platform for youngsters where when we have the so-called person who is ready to, take it up to the next level. He is there to. We have the resources for them to work on the things that they do. That's what we want to do in the next 5 years, especially. And we never know what's going to happen, but we're just prepared.
Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to note is that the world is changing. Everybody is supporting it, teachers, parents, kids themselves, companies. But we need more people to be actively involved in building the future. You need every company who's profit-oriented or not to be involved in developing the young. These people are your future target audience, they're your consumers. So you need to invest in the young, show youngsters that you are valuing their lives, you are involved in it. And then one day we will solve our problems so we don't have to be underwater in 10 years' time.
All right. So
Definitely, the kids are all right, man.
exactly. So taking it back, not to not 5 years from now, but I think maybe, if I'm not mistaken, next year, the Ministry of Education is again introducing a new, I think, style of learning. I would like to put it where like in uni we can actually pick and choose our subjects. I want to take this subject, I want to take this subject. So this will allow future students to not only take science stream, but if they're interested in the arts, they can also take the arts and whatever other subjects that are offered, right? I want to know from your own voices, and because you are someone, you just graduated, so you might have missed it a little bit. But are you guys excited for this? Do you think this is the right path, and especially in accordance to Ascendance goals as well, to develop young minds and to develop the youth, basically?
I think it's a great idea because we believe that every child has actually multi-facets to them. They are not just one thing, they're not robots. So like some of the kids we work with, even though they are pure science students, they are actually artists, great artists. They are very good at it and all that. So I think this would create the opportunity for all these youngsters to really discover who they are and not limit themselves to one particular field. And that would bring out a whole new world, I guess. So yeah, it's a very
Right.
All right. So, I mean, let's say some of the audience, they are very young. They look at you guys and they aspire to be you guys. What would they have to do in order to be able to join Ascendance? What would be the appropriate steps? Is there an interview that you guys are going to set up?
Send us your business plan.
submit your
I'm 8 years old,
So, yeah.
Basically, for any youngster, any adult, anyone, any company who wants to join us, just reach out to us. You can message us on Facebook, Instagram, our numbers, our emails are all on our website at ascendancepro.com. So just contact us in any way and we'll get in touch and work with you.
I think you're right in that sense that it's not just bright minds. Any youngster, if you're from the first, last, any background, we want to work with you. Because like what we believe in, every youngster has to be driven, has to be contributing to society in order to be a change maker for this world to be better. So you don't have to submit an application and resume saying, I've done this. If you've done nothing, great. If you don't know what you're going to do, great. That's where we come in and we can really work with you. If you know what you're going to do, even more better, then we can guide you to the next level.
Basically, if you have a good heart, you can join these guys.
Exactly. So thank you again for coming on the show, and congratulations again for winning the award. I hope this will continue to inspire you to, not stop. Like you guys said, keep going and keep making your changes.